I'm 43 years old, and this drink supports and nurtures my skin glow more than any night cream ever has. And the good news is that it takes less than 3 minutes to make. It's basically my night glow drink. All you need is whole cloves, cinnamon, honey, a little bit of turmeric. It's ground turmeric, sorry, and it's ground cinnamon, and just a dash of ground pepper, hot water, and a splash of milk. That's it. No powders, no expensive supplements, no complicated routine. And the reason it matters is that if you are, over 35, lowering inflammation matters more than products. And many women focus on expensive serums and creams. And I totally get that, beautiful packaging, promises of miraculously changing the skin, and amazing scents. Literally that lure us all into the rabbit hole of endless trying new products in the hunt for beautiful and healthy skin. And we just keep purchasing more and more and more. And that both, it's expensive, but also it can take a toll on our skin. And I totally get it because I've also been there, but I stopped, and I have honestly not looked back since I started to support my skin from ingredients that I take rather than put on my skin. I just felt sometimes that I was literally buying the cat in the sack and not a real solution. I honestly did not have the time to spend on long routines in front of the mirror. With my 3 kids that I raised on my own as a solo parent and running a small business, I was basically at my wit's end. And then I figured, well, why not take a step back to basics and heal myself from inside out in a natural way, as natural as possible. And we are talking that I have to give this an honest try, not just, a few days or weeks. We're talking habits that I have to keep month after month, year after year, in order to actually reap the benefits. For now, I have simplified, and it's beyond the best and less expensive thing I've ever done for myself, my health, and my skin. So if you want healthy skin and glow, you have to think beyond skincare and start focusing more intensely on implementing a daily habit of actually nursing your skin from within. And an added bonus to this drink is that I find this warm, hot drink very relaxing, and, having a consistent bed routine helps me also unwind. And combined with good sleep habits, that's another simple way that I support my healthy aging from inside out. Sleep is one of the best one of the best things we can do also for recovering and for anti-aging. Here is how I make it. So first I add 3 to 5 whole of cloves into a cup. Now technically you only need to add 1. The most important thing is that you leave it at least 1 clove in the hot water long enough so it softens, because later you're going to chew it to get the benefits. If you try and chew a dry clove, it's literally like binding into a tiny branch. It's not really that pleasant. I add a few because I like a slightly stronger taste, and I just, that's just my ritual. And then I add a small dash of ground cinnamon and ground turmeric, and just a pinch of ground pepper, and a dollop of honey. I personally love Manuka honey, but any good quality organic honey works. Then I pour in about half a cup of freshly boiled water, let it sit for a minute so the cloves soften and release their oils. Then I add milk. Usually I will go half a cup of water, and then I will fill in half a cup of a little bit less than half a cup of milk, because I don't like it to be too overpowering. So just half, but you can do what you please. The important thing is that you just get the benefits of these little herbs, as in. I then warm it for about 30 seconds so the whole drink stays hot, and that's it. It literally takes no time, and it's such a nice little ritual to have in the night before I go to bed. So let's talk about why it actually works. Cloves contain a compound called eugenol. It's strongly antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory, and that's why clove oil has been used in dentistry for generations. When you let the softened clove circulate around in your mouth at the end, you're supporting very good oral hygiene naturally. Healthy gums, again, lower inflammation load, and lower inflammation gives you better skin over time. It's not cosmetic, it's simply just biological. pinch of black pepper, I would say a bit more of turmeric than obviously black pepper. Black pepper is literally just there to help the absorption of the curcumin inside the turmeric, because that really does not absorb very well on its own. And then the cinnamon helps stabilize the blood sugar, and after 40, blood sugar spikes accelerates a process called glycation. And glycation actually damages collagen. That's the protein that keeps our skin firm. And we do not want to damage that. So that means a stable blood sugar supports also a smoother and stronger skin long term. And this is what we really want. Honey is mildly, again, antimicrobial and soothing to the throat and the gut. And it also helps make the ritual enjoyable. I love honey. So any honey lover, this is a good drink for you. If you don't like honey, then just leave it out. It tastes good, and I love it. So that's another one I add in. Then to the chewing ritual. Now here is a part that, most people skip. But when you're done sipping, just take one of the softened cloves and chew it slowly. It might have it's a bit of a distinctive taste, and it is a little bit spicy. But don't just swallow and bite. Let it really circulate in your mouth. Take your time. And then the natural oils will release. It has released a little bit into that drink already, but it just really supports the oral microbiome and gently refreshes the mouth. And then you can swallow. I do that maybe for 30 seconds, 1 minute, and that's it. I love this drink because I know that it supports literally my skin from within, but it's not a detox drink. It's not like a miracle cure. It doesn't erase wrinkles in that way, but what it does is that it reduces the inflammatory inputs consistently. And as I said, that's what you really want to do in order to keep a healthy skin. You don't want to have an ongoing chronic inflammation in the background. So here you see me actually taking that little bit of clove. I sometimes take two and just like chewing on it. And, I'm obviously not doing it for 1 full minute here in the video, but that is to just get the benefits from it. And here is another thing that I don't want to leave out, because obviously it will fall to the bottom. All these, the cinnamon, the ground turmeric, and also the pepper. So what I do just before I drink all of it, I just give it a little stir with some of the liquid, so that it's kind of, comes up on the bottom, and then I just swallow that, all of it. I hope that makes sense, but that's just so I ensure to get all of the spices at the bottom in my system. So yeah. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something new today. Change in our overall health and skin, it's created by the small habits that we repeat on a daily basis. When you stack one healthy habit to another, like this healthy anti-inflammatory night drink, for example, that could be one, the benefits begin to compound at the end. And those small choices may seem very insignificant on their own, but over time, they can make an amazing difference to your health, well-being, and also to your skin. Every week, I'll be sharing simple, evidence-based habits that can help you optimize your skin and your health from within. In my next video, I will share with you my lemon zest drink that I, again, stack with these other habits, and it's to support a healthy glow night and day. Until I see you next time, remember, small habits, big impact. Beautiful skin starts from within. Cheers. It's really good. You should try it.